So a buri is where they lightly cook the fish. So if I had some of my salmon, and I'm gonna go a little bit thicker with this. So to make the buri a buri, you're cooking it slightly with a blowtorch. So mayonnaise with some soy sauce. I'm not putting a tremendous amount on. So one of the things that you need for this, which everybody should have, I went to this store many of you may not have heard of. It's called Amazon. And I ordered a little blowtorch. I've been playing a lot with creme brulee lately, so it just seemed like I should have one at the house. And these are really useful even just to char some scallops or char something, but fun nonetheless. So, pretty high heat. I'm not really cooking the fish as much as I am toasting it. And you can see it's kind of getting a little golden brown on it. I have some water. When you're making sushi rice, you want your hands nice and wet, so I'm gonna just take a little pinch of the rice, a teeny poke of wasabi. And as I said, I'm no master, so, and then kind of always re-dip. And you can see the fish is still nice and raw. Again, you would just serve this with a little bit of garnish to it. Just a few little sprouts, because these are spicy. And a little fresh cracked black pepper to heat it up. And that would be like a buri sushi. So, I don't know, here, Olivia, you try one. Dip it in the soy. It needs soy for sure.
Try one, I'll show you one.
I'll go tuna. I'll go hamachi.
Okay, I'll just gonna...
It's probably gonna fall apart, but. But cool texture, right? Because you get the raw.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got our nori sheets. We have our. There's a round and a flat side. I like to use the flat side. And then we'll do 2 rolls. So you can do the rice on the outside or the rice on the inside. For like a spicy tuna roll, I like the rice on the inside. So what you want to do, spread your rice. It's easy to put way too much rice, and I find that you really only want to go about halfway through the sheet.
Do you think it's easier to roll it with the rice on the outside or on the inside?
I have not had a lot of success rolling with the rice on the outside, but I think it's about the same. So I think that's enough rice. So we'll go with our spicy shrimp. A couple slices of avocado. Go heavy avocado since it's spicy.
And how full do you want it to be so that you don't break the roll?
That's a great question. I'm not sure. I think you want it to not be too full. I think this is like when I tell the kids that are making pasta, like, don't overfill it. I think I've overfilled this one. I think this is a big roll. Just kind of roll it, squeeze, roll again, squeeze. And then you want to take just a dab of water onto this, and that will seal it. And I'm not squeezing too hard, just lightly. And I'm gonna shove that back in. That's kind of cheating. But that's one sushi roll. Now, if I'm gonna do, we'll try the rice on the outside. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Take a handful of my rice. It's more forgiving this way because you don't have an overlap. If you don't have enough rice, you just keep rolling, and it looks okay. But if you have too much rice when you do it this way, they don't connect. And I'm gonna go a little heavier on the rice, and I probably want to go a little shorter than halfway. Now what I want to do is flip it over. The rice is super sticky, and we'll go spicy tuna. I think gotta have a little avocado in the spicy tuna as well. Maybe not as much. So I'm cheating, like most guys don't have to look at it, but. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Because now all my rice. So, okay, so we're gonna change. We're gonna quit. We're gonna flip. And move everything off to this side. See, it's not always perfect, but that's the thing, you're learning as you're going. So, cheating a little bit. And so I have now my outside rice roll, which is not that pretty, but then you take some of this flying fish roe.
Pretty.
And put that on top. And then we have to try one more with the rice on the outside, and I'll try and do it right this time, now that I know.
So if you have extra rice, how long can you have it for, do you think?
Oh, it's no good. At the end, you turn it into stir-fried rice. And we have our hamachi here. So we now know this goes on the unriced side. Oh, I gotta flip it. So we'll flip this. We're gonna put a little bit of cilantro in here because it is spicy. And some radish sprouts in here for some spice as well. So now then we have our 3 sushi rolls. So you definitely want a sharp knife when you're doing this. Right in half, flip them around. And you can go 6 or 8 pieces. I'm gonna go 6 and cheat. So, this is less a couple of pieces of the buri. This is my homemade sushi, my first real attempt at sushi, but learning and growing and trying to figure things out. So, thanks for watching. Yeah, which bite are you going for?
We're gonna go, which one's this one? Tuna?
That is the spicy tuna. That's the original
That's
lump
what
roll.
we're going.
Not bad, right?
They're pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm glad I got it pretty good. It's like my children.